Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys another reading. So today's topic is very requested. So this is your next soul connection. Who will you meet and why? So on this channel, I do a lot of readings that are focused on either somebody that you're already connected to. So this is going to be somebody that is on the horizon, somebody new that is coming into your life. So obviously at the end of the day, just take what resonates for you guys and get rid of anything that doesn't. All the decks that I'll be using here today will be listed in the description box down below in the order that I use them, as well as this Orgonite here. So let's dive right in. We're going to take a look and see. Let's get a snapshot. Let's start there. Let's get a snapshot of your memory lane in romance. So let's take a trip down memory lane and see how you've evolved from previous connections. Because the thing is, we may have kissed a lot of frogs. You know, it's usually to get to the prince later on. So anyways, let's go ahead and see what you've gone through, what's made you or turned you into who you are today. It's just so funny. I was just thinking about a lot of the a lot of the things that I went through, a lot of the things that I allowed and put up with, and it was because I didn't have the tools at the time to basically tell people to go fuck themselves. And if I had the opportunity to, of course, do it all over again, that's exactly what I would do. But you know what? I wouldn't have learned unless I had gone through that stuff. So I guess we'll try not to beat ourselves up over the mistakes that we've made, but you know, here we go. All right. What is this snapshot going down memory lane? What does it look like? It may not all be bad, of course. Okay, look at this. Look at this. SEX appeal. Magnet. Okay, that's interesting. I remember when I was younger, for whatever reason, that was just kind of a label that was given to me. I don't know if it was just some kind of vibe I was given off or whatever the situation was, but for some reason I thought that, hey, that this is my gift, you know? And the thing is, you know, when you have a lot of people that are coming on to you or telling you these things, you know, you seem to just, I guess that's who I am. That's what we're going to do. So maybe some of you guys have that same kind of vibe going on, or you did when you were younger or in the past. But then you just kind of realize that, you know, that's all fun and everything like that, but that's not really where you're deeply connecting with someone. Sometimes this is rushed. Sometimes it's too soon. Sometimes it ruins the process of actually getting to know someone on a deep level. But I feel like, you know, when we're attracted to somebody, it's sometimes difficult to stop that magnetic vibe, that energy that's explosive, the chemistry being off the charts. But where do we really want it to end up? So we really have to savor that connection. We have to savor, and if somebody is not wanting that, right, you're just not on the same page, and that's okay. And it's not a bad thing, you know. You can just decide whether or not you want to do that, or if you want something serious with someone, then obviously it may be put the brakes on, get to know someone before going down that road, because this is just so much better, obviously, when you have a connection with someone. So anyways, that's all I'm going to say about that. All right, so I feel like maybe some of you guys were extremely attracted to someone. The chemistry was there, the physicality and everything was great, but when it came to commitment, when it came to diving deep, it may be that, I don't know, it could have been that maybe you and someone were not on the same page, or it was just short-lived type of energy. Yeah, so we have the Ace of Cups. So to me, this is like our own cup. What are we offering up? Are there things that we're putting out there? And this is not a time for us to blame ourselves, but like myself, and I feel like why Spirit is probably using me as I guess a tool in this reading, is just let you guys know wherever your self-worth is, wherever you are at with yourself, is kind of like what we're attracting to us. So I feel like taking a trip down memory lane, it just kind of shows us where we were at before, and maybe what we were offering up was very much in this vibration, and so we were attracting people that just maybe weren't going to take us seriously, or were just going to just be involved with us very on a superficial level, short-term stuff. But deep down inside, it's like, wait a second, you know, I'm really wanting more than that. But it's like, sometimes we end up saying things but feeling or meaning another, but people can't really read it. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those things where the vibes or the frequencies get jammed up and we're not getting what it is that we're truly looking for. So I feel like we just didn't know where we were at with ourselves. Work on the relationship. Interesting. Okay. So it might be, you guys, that there may have been somebody specific in your past where it's just like, you know, the very beginning was just hot, you know, it was real hot, real quick, real fast. And then there was issues and problems. And so this is when we needed to start to work on the relationship. But I just kind of feel like we started to realize that we needed to actually work on the relationship with ourselves. And that was really what was going to just kind of halt all of the stuff that was coming to us, more and more crap that we just didn't want. We realized that we had to stop, we had to go within, we had to figure out the relationship with ourselves. So that way we just didn't attract any more of this crap that we weren't really looking for. Very interesting the way that it's coming through. Oh, look at this, 2 of Cups. That's beautiful. Some of you guys, it may be that you were attracting a certain type of person for a long time. And maybe some of you guys attracted a partner where you had an opportunity to learn a lot about yourself, really work on the connection. And sometimes even when you've got 2 people that want to work on something or really love each other, sometimes it's not enough. Love sometimes is not enough to make a relationship work. And sometimes, you know, you run across, you know, karmic soulmates or just, you know, even soulmates, and it's like you've learned the lesson, the contract has completed, and it's time to go in a new direction. So it doesn't always have to be this negative falling out or leaving things in a disarray. So let's see what else. Neutrality. Okay, very cool. So to me, you know, you could see 2 people here that have just kind of maybe outgrown each other. So there could be a little bit of a story for everyone here. You know, maybe 2 people just kind of grew apart, or maybe they just wanted different things. They still loved each other, but it just wasn't enough to kind of continue or carry on. Maybe we just realized that, you know what, maybe we were looking for something a little bit different, and that's okay. So it's just very neutral energy. We have the 7 of Cups. Interesting. All right. I'm kind of getting this story here where somebody in a connection may have thought that the grass was going to be greener on the other side. And it may be that this future partner is the grass that was greener on the other side. Maybe some of you guys were settling for something that you were just really not feeling, and that's okay, right? And sometimes we do need to make choices, and we need to go after things in life, and we need to take those risks and take those chances, especially if we feel that deep down inside. But it could be that some of you guys actually got tossed to the side. Instead of somebody working on this relationship with you, they turned their back on you and went off to basically figure out that, I don't know, the grass could be greener on the other side. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. But it could have been like this was the reality check. They didn't choose you. They didn't choose to stay and work on the relationship. So right there for you, instead of, you know, thinking that maybe this connection was something that it really wasn't, it's like reality came crashing down, and you realize, you know what, it takes 2 to work on the relationship, not just 1. You couldn't keep it together for the both of you. So that could be a little bit of a situation that arose. And then we have within 1 month. So within 1 month, maybe something was just like that was it. It's when all it took was 1 month for things to either come crashing down, 1 month for you to just finally realize, you know what, this isn't working. We need to go in another direction. Whatever it was rather quickly. Within 1 month, something was wrapped up, and we realized here. This could have just been somebody that you met, okay? And it was real hot, real quick, real fast. And then bam, reality check. Within 1 month, it's like, wow, it's over. It's like as quickly as it started, as quickly as it ended. That could be. Okay. Well, this right here is the Knight of Wands, you guys, the Seeker of Flames. Knight of Wands is somebody who's a player. Knight of Wands is somebody who's in it for the, like, just kind of the adventure. They're just seeking spontaneous types of things in their life. They're going from one thing to the next. This to me is like a ship passing through the night type of a lover. Somebody who's not really in it to commit. They're just kind of in it for the physical connection, the physical relationship. So some of you guys could have been dealing with a character like this, and you realized with time that, you know what? It's not what I want. I want something deeper. I deserve something more. And sometimes, you know, when we put out certain vibes, or we say we're okay, or we downplay our needs, we can end up with people like this, right? We can end up with people like this. And we realize with time that that's just not worth it, really. It's not worth it to downplay your needs for anything or anyone. And I feel like you realize something with time is what I'm getting with this. You realized something with time. And we have transformation. So to me, that's a death. There's an ending here. So something ended with this particular person. It could have been the timing where it ended was in the month of like either November or December, which would be Sagittarius season. For some of you guys, that could be some sort of a confirmation there. But I just feel that you've learned from this. You've transformed from this. You've experienced some sort of a rebirthing through this process. So again, as painful as it might have been, not necessarily a bad thing, because I feel like it taught you how to love yourself. Yep, moving on. It's like you're moving on through this. Eight of Flames, Eight of Wands is a very intense, quick energy, but it doesn't necessarily last, especially when I see it combined with the Knight of Wands. It's very physical. It's very fun. It was an adventure of a lifetime, but as quickly as it started might be as quickly as it ended. And it brought you some sort of an experience that you'll probably never forget. So it's life-changing, transformative for you. Definitely could be painful and heartbreaking, but at the same time, now it's like you have this wake-up call, this reality check of what it is that you're truly looking for. And it may be that you learned a hard lesson when it came to projecting maybe a fantasy onto someone without really taking the time to get to know them. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, I am famous for doing this. Not only was I famous for doing it with romantic partners, I was famous for doing it with friends or just people that I would meet. Oh my God. So to me, it's almost a red flag. If I feel really, really excited too quickly, I realize, oh my God, here we go. I really need to dial this shit back because, you know, I'm getting caught up on a fantasy. I'm on a magic carpet ride right now. I need to get off. Okay. So I'm a fire sign. I can't help it. I am like freaking double Sag. Well, actually, I'm triple Sag, you guys. So the Sagittarius in me, very fiery, very passionate, very intense. Yeah, let's do this in the moment. Yeah, all right. I'm Sun, I'm Rising, and also Mercury. So I'm triple Sag. So it's pretty hard. It's pretty hard to cool my jets when I get going. So I've had to learn a lot of things the hard way. And I feel like maybe that's why Spirit's using me with some of my experience and the Sagittarius that I am to basically convey to you that, you know, sometimes we just got to learn. We got to learn. And sometimes that's the hard way. So anyways, let's go into the details of this new love that's coming into your life. So the details of this person that you are attracting in next. So you're not attracting in this Knight of Wands character. Hopefully you're attracting in someone a little bit different than that Knight of Wands. But let's see. Okay, we have a leader. So you're actually, I like this because there's a difference between a manager and a leader to me. A leader is somebody who obviously leads by example. So what they say, they actually live their life that way. A manager is somebody who could just micromanage, speak commands to you, but not necessarily follow that particular wisdom or advice that they're giving. So to me, this is a positive. So this is somebody who leads by example. This is somebody who means what they say. They live their life a certain way. And so the way that this person lives their life is the way you're going to be able to base kind of like their character. All right. So that's a positive. Oh, interesting. I feel like maybe this person might have a little bit of like a maybe ADHD. I don't want to say they're on the spectrum or anything like that, but it just could be somebody who is easily distracted. Like they have like an overactive mind. And so they're just like from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next, right? But this leading by example here, it might be that they do get easily distracted because maybe they're helping so many people. Maybe they're in some kind of a profession where a lot of people look to them for advice or look to them to lead them to the next step. So it could kind of distract them maybe on their own journey or their own self-care. So it might be that this is a person that's a doer for everyone else, but maybe somehow suffers when it comes to taking care of themselves. We have discipline, but it's so funny. If you're disciplined, it probably you would take care of yourself. So I feel like this person has to have a disciplined routine. So there may be some sort of and I'm not labeling this, but they might have a little bit of like that ADHD. And the thing is, you do need routines, and this is going to help you on track. So I feel like they do have some sort of routines in place to keep them on track. But this person, because they're just kind of, such an expansive thinker, they're just, going, doing a lot of stuff, maybe having a lot of responsibilities, that they are going to have some sort of disciplined routine to keep them grounded, their feet on the ground. We have nurturing. Yeah, this person might really want to take care of other people. They want to make sure that people are safe. They want to make people feel safe. I feel like this individual, their language of love, as in how they show love, could be acts of service. That's what I'm getting here. Acts of service, or maybe even a little bit of like gifts, giving gifts. So showing people through their actions how they care about them. Okay. So I feel like this is definitely somebody who is an individual that wants to, like, when they're in it, and they're very giving, they're very generous with their either time or the things that they do. You'll know that this person cares about you with the things that they actually show you. This is not someone who's just a talker. This is someone who's actually, they're following up with their actions. It's not just a words person. They're an actions person. All right, let's see what else. Ooh, we have recharge those batteries. See, like I said, this individual might be a very hard worker. They might have a job or something that takes up a lot of their time. So what I'm picking up on is someone who might be self-employed, somebody who runs their own business, somebody that could even be like a, what's the word, like a mentor or something, where they make their own hours, and the kind of work that they do, it's like they love what they do, but when you're running your own business, you're going to find that you are actually putting more time and energy into that entity, whether, rather than you just show up at work and then you clock out and then you're done. This kind of a person may just have an all like they're all consumed, I guess, with this particular thing that they do. So it will be important for them to have to get away, to take some time to recharge their batteries. So this might be an individual that is very disciplined in the sense where, once a month they allow themselves or give themselves permission to recharge those batteries. So that's awesome. So they do know how to relax, but I feel like it's hard for them because they're so distracted with all these things that they want to do, all these things that they want to accomplish, is what I'm getting. Bonfire, s'mores. So the fact that we have these two scenes there could be a bonfire anywhere, but I'm getting beach. Whenever I think of a bonfire, I think of a beach. And it might be because I grew up in California and there was this beach called Bolsa Chica, and they had these fire pits. And so whenever you had like a bonfire, it was always at the beach. And then we have somebody at the beach here. So this person might live by the beach. They might be live in a beach city. They might love to go and visit the beach or visit the shore, go to just a destination where they can relax by a body of water, is what I'm seeing here, okay? But we have water energy and we have fire energy. We have cloud shapes, imagination. They're definitely very imaginative. They have a lot of great ideas, but again, it's almost like they have so many ideas popping off in their brain. It makes it very difficult to be able to accomplish all of those things at once. So like I said, they could spread themselves too thin, or they could have a lot of things going on, a lot of like things that they've got in the fire, but are they able to tend to all of those things, or are they just spreading themselves too thin? So I feel like this person has a lot of big ideas and they have a lot of things that they want to do, but it might be like, reality crashes down and it's like you can't do every single thing all at once. But I feel like they're going to try. And we have go for a drive, clear the mind. This is so cool because what I'm seeing here is water, I'm seeing air, I'm seeing fire, and I'm seeing earth here. So I feel like this person is pretty balanced in all of these areas. It's like when you think about earth, air, fire, water signs, they all have their they all have their gifts and and their quirks, but yeah, I feel like this person is pretty balanced actually. It may be that they love to travel. They may love to go on the road, and they may love to go camping where you would have a fire and travel. They might like to, drive along the coast or something like that. They might like to look up at the sky and watch the stars or look at clouds. But we have somebody who definitely needs to recharge their batteries and clear their mind because they have an overactive mind is what I keep getting. So this person could just be somebody who is very much in their head, somebody who, I don't want to say they're an overthinker, but they got a lot of activity going on. So they could be a really good conversationalist. When you talk to them, it might just literally blow your mind with the way that this person thinks. So that could be one of the biggest attractions that you have to this individual is their mind, is what I'm seeing here. And that might be also what's very important to them. It's very important to them to be stimulated in their mind. Queen of Pentacles, this is Capricorn energy, earth energy. Definitely feel, and it does say nurturing. So it does seem to me like this person maybe they run their own business. The Queen of Pentacles is that Capricorn vibe is somebody who does something and they know how to turn a profit. They know they work hard. Money might be important to this person. Might not be on a superficial level, but it's just like having things and taking care of themselves, maybe even providing services or even things for family members, taking care of other people around them is very important to this person. It's like they want to be a provider. They want to be able to provide something for their partner or their family or just other people. I do feel like this is a person that is in some sort of a job where they provide a service. They're providing acts of service for people. Hence, that is their language of love with how they show up for others. They're an acts of service type of person. With the Hermit, this right here is Virgo's energy, so we have double earth vibe here. So this person could be an earth sign, but the Hermit is somebody who definitely is, I feel like they might have a spiritual side to them. So yeah, money, the material world and all of that, but it could be that maybe this individual is kind of doing something that's like spiritual, or maybe not spiritual, but just kind of cutting edge, different, philosophical. I guess that's the word I'm looking for. It doesn't have to be spiritual, but somebody who is definitely following some sort of philosophy and they're seeking something greater than themselves. So it's not just about the physical world. They know that there's more, and they could be some kind of a spiritual teacher, but I keep using the word spiritual. It might not be spiritual, but it might be their spiritual practice, if that makes sense. The Hermit. That's what I'm getting here. And Virgo is definitely an acts of service type of vibe. So I'm getting that again. The Page of Swords. Yeah, this right here is the thinker, the analyzer, somebody that's in their mind for sure, somebody who likes to analyze things. We have a lot of messengers, so somebody that has something to say, somebody that has something to deliver, somebody who is really excellent at communication. We have strength, very strong individual. This is Leo's energy. This is the leader. This is the leader in them. Here it is. So that's that fiery, passionate, courageous individual. I feel like this individual can probably get up in front of an audience. They might be like a motivational speaker, or this is something that they're doing right now, the speaking here. Mind, communication, very strong leader. People look to this person for advice. They look to this person on, how to be. I just getting motivational individual. And they do this for either a living or it has something to do with what they do. Yeah, we have the Star. To me, this is a way shower, trailblazer for other people. This is Aquarius. So double air energy here, fire and earth. So, and then this bottle is in the water. So again, there's this, like, they have a little bit of everything. They have a lot of just different sides of themselves. That's just pretty awesome. But Aquarian energy here, again, humanitarian, somebody who is an expansive thinker, somebody who is cutting edge, somebody is here to make some sort of a change or a difference in the world. They see things very unique, and that might be where other people, like, not everybody gets this person. They don't understand this person because they have a very unique mind. It's almost like they're way beyond their time. It's almost like they're from a different timeline. I don't know. It just sounds funny. They're from a different timeline, and they're coming here with some sort of expertise or knowledge that they don't even know where it comes from, but they're here to bring something, to bring great change in people's lives. So that's who your person is. So yeah, that's what we're getting so far. So anyways, let's now go ahead and get a couple of things, which is, what is the main reason you and this person will be brought together? What is the main reason you and this person will be brought together? Let's look at this. Yeah, look at that. I'm here to collaborate with you. Teamwork. This individual might be somebody who's coming in for you to do something pretty amazing together. Create some sort of a environment for other people, be a team, work together, build just some sort of a life together. So they're definitely here to collaborate with you in some sort of way. That's for sure. So let's get the details of this collaboration. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so they already are coming in with this leadership vibe of Leo strength. This person is very brave. They're a risk taker. They're not afraid, actually. They're not afraid to put themselves out there. And that could be something where they help you. They help you to level up with them. Do you see? It's like leveling up with them. They help you to take some risks and take some chances that you may have never done, like you may have never made before, because you've been too afraid. So you'll see this person and be very inspired by them to want to take on or do something that they're doing. So they're going to show you the way. This person has something to bring and add to your life for sure. Yeah, look at that. Balance. You see, they're trying to balance that. Yeah. There's something about maybe what you do for a living. Maybe you feel like you don't know what your purpose is. You don't know what your mission is in this lifetime. And this person might help you in that area. It may be that you guys have some sort of a purpose and mission together. So whatever this is, they're going to bring great balance into your life. But the root chakra to me is very much about our physical world, our finances. And we already know that they have this Capricorn vibe with them already. So I feel like they've already, I don't want to say they've mastered the art of finances, but it's not something that's a real struggle for them. They don't have a lot of issues in that area. I'm not saying money doesn't mean anything to this person, but they're not attached to it. And so it's almost like it flows more easily to them. And so they're going to help you to just kind of open up your mind or expand your mind when it comes to loving what you do and doing things with purpose. And not being afraid to go after your dreams and the things that you want, and then seeing how that payoff is so much more. Like it's so much richer than the actual physical, tangible, money. Yeah, something like that. Oh yeah, look at that. See, vision. It's like the world is yours, right? The limitless. It's limitless. Whatever you envision, whatever you feel, as in, I just know that is right for me. That's the correct road. You might have a vision board or something like that. You've always envisioned yourself doing something, but you've been too afraid to take a crack at it. And Spirit is basically saying that this individual might have something to do with helping you get on the right road or stay on track or get back on track to where you're supposed to go. To me, this is like your destined road. So this individual essentially helps to balance something out in your life that could put you on your destined path. And it may be that you two are destined to do something great together. And we have forgive. So I don't know what that's about. Maybe there's a lot of people or a lot of experiences that you've had in your life that have made you feel like you can't do this or you can't do that. So there could be some sort of healing that occurs, and maybe this individual coming into your life, not to say they're going to heal you, but it might be that there's something about this individual where they're very optimistic or forgiving, and maybe they inspire you to, life is too short, kind of thing. And you really take that time to forgive yourself and others for past mistakes. And that frees you to be able to move forward on your destined path. That's pretty incredible. Page of Swords again. Rebellious, quick-witted, and intellectual. So this person definitely has this side of them. I definitely feel like this person could be like a rebel. And when I think of the rebel of the zodiac, I always think of Aquarius. Aquarius doesn't like to follow rules. And there are other signs that are like that too, because I kind of feel like Sagittarius is like that as well, and maybe a little bit of Gemini. But I just feel like this individual, I'm not saying they have to be Aquarius, but there's some kind of an Aquarian vibe that is connected to this person. They're very logical. But they're very expansive thinkers. They have quick wits. So, I mean, their comeback, and again, that intellectual attraction between, you and them is definitely going to be there, and they're looking to connect with somebody on an intellectual level. And what we saw before in the past is the person or the people that you attracted in the past were all about the physical. It was all about the looks. And it doesn't mean that this person, doesn't care about looks at all. It just means that they want to connect with your mind before your body. And this might be completely different than what you've experienced before. So there's some kind of an opportunity to have a totally different type of experience, really getting to know someone. And I'm not trying to put this out there, but you might not be initially attracted to on the physical. I'm not saying you're going to be repelled or unattracted, but it might be that this individual isn't the normal type of person that you would go for. But when you get to know them and you talk to them, that's what's going to make them appealing to you. And to me, it's a stronger attraction that way. Ooh, King of Wands. There's that Leo vibe again. So this person could be a Leo as well. But they definitely are a leader and a freaking boss, you guys. I'm telling you, when you see this person, it's just going to be like, it's not necessarily the way that they look. It's their presence. It's very powerful. Their mind and their presence and what they say, that is what's the most attractive thing about this person. For sure. They're very generous as well. Now we have the King of Swords, which is also Aquarius. So it's very interesting. Definitely king vibe here, though. This person's a boss. Boss. That's who they are. Okay. They're very, it says disciplined, but they're an authority figure. They might be in a very important position. It might be that you could be a little intimidated by this person. But what I'm getting here is that they're actually here to lend you some sort of a helping hand, or to pull you up, or to not make you see, but to help you see your potential. So that's what I'm getting with this new person coming in. So anyways, we are going to dive deeper into this if you guys are interested in, investing in the storyline with this individual. So we're going to take it over to the extended. I'll put it in the link in the description box down below, as well as the top comment in the comment section. But we're going to go into the story, which is what detailed experience will play out in your connection with this person. Also the attraction factor, which is what will your person love and admire about you. Then presence, how will this person positively impact you and bring blessings into your life? So we're going to get some details on all of that. And the forecast, what timeline and details is Spirit presenting to you as to when and how this person's going to show up into your life. So anyways, you guys, if you're interested, definitely join me over there on the extended. And if not, thank you guys so much for watching this reading. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye.